Good morning, everybody. Today is day 357. It is January 27th, and it is 6:57, 6:58 a.m., somewhere around there. You guys, it's going to be noisy because it's early in the morning, and I haven't walked this early in a while. Okay, so you guys are going to hear all types of noises, trucks, all types of things. So let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully the treadmill behaves today. I had to remind myself that today was Saturday so that I could record. And we're gonna get this thing going. I'm gonna tell you guys about a new restaurant that we ate at in Vegas and all types of stuff. So I do have some updates, but I'll save that until towards the end of the video. Okay, main concern obviously is to get this treadmill going. So let's get up to incline 15. I'm gonna do speed 2.3. I'm gonna have to tell you, it is kicking my tail, you guys. You would think that after walking at speed 2.3 for almost 2 weeks, I would be fine, but no. Okay, so I had to look over here and make sure that I had my water because I thought, uh-oh, panic mode. I was gonna have to start this over, but it's out here. So let's see what happens. One morning this week, or I don't know if it was morning or afternoon, you guys can hear I'm losing my voice. My voice always sounds like this early in the morning. So, but yeah, one morning I came out here and I actually let it run. I think when it's cold, it's not really that happy. Let's see, I got one more. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna close this so I can see the speed. Almost knocked those pins off. Here we go, let's see what happens. No promises. Okay, so I've been able to get the speed up and going in about 2 to 3 minutes, which, if you guys know the history of this treadmill, that's pretty good, because it likes to do all types of different things. So it is so funny because most of the time it waits until I say that and then it does it. It behaves all week and then I record and it's like, no, I'm gonna give you problems. So hopefully it doesn't. And my sock on my right foot, you guys, is on crooked. So I'm like, I feel like I'm walking funny. All right, so we're at 1.2. And like I said, I'm just gonna gradually speed this thing up. And it's so funny, you would think after, you know, 350 something days, plus I have bank days, right? You guys know bank days are days that I have in what I call reserve for days in advance. And I don't know the exact dates. I just know around the amount of time I need. And I think that I'm going to possibly, I've mentioned this before, last week or the week before, I might stop making up the days in advance and just whatever day I walk, mark that day for the next day. So I think that'll be easier because my schedule is getting back to being kind of heavy. So in the long run, I mean, it's going to extend out my challenge. Like I said, past February 2nd of 2025, but I mean, we just got to 2024 anyway, right? So as long as I'm trying to walk every day that I can, that's a good thing. And of course, most days it'll be consecutive, like back to back. So we're at 1.7. This is the part where this thing gets kind of iffy. And I usually count maybe 3 or 5 and then I speed it up again. Okay, let's see what happens. I don't know if I told you guys, but I put oil, I have that stick that you use underneath for the course with nails, whether they were fake or real. It's really hard to lift up the belt to get that stick underneath. So the oil oozed out on the top of the belt and now it's just there. What I need to do is let it rotate around. Hope I stop it in the right spot and see if I can wipe it off, but I haven't, but it's not slippery, so we're good. All right, you guys. Like I said, give me a couple more seconds. One more. And I always try to remember, you're supposed to swing your arms. It's supposed to help. Okay, let's see. We got it. All right, I'm not touching this thing anymore. It's gonna do whatever it does. Okay, so let's get the book open back up. And I hurt my fingers. If you see me holding my hand kind of weird, I know I talk with my hands anyway, which is a bad habit when you're up here. But yeah, I hurt my finger the other day after I went to the doctor, go figure, right? And almost took this nail off. I'm at a fairly new full set, so it just would have been the nail and the powder would have popped off together. It would have broke my real nail because, you know, when you do a full set, you come down short. Well, some people do. Some people like to keep their nails. But, we're on page. But it pinched my finger, and it made a blister. And so I'm not very happy about that because I want to tell you what it's filled with. It's not anything gross, but it's kind of awkward. I just thought it was bruised. And, well, no, I'm not going to lie. I actually take that back. I can kind of tell what's underneath here. I'm kind of scared for it to bust. But, yeah, I was closing the dishwasher and I just backed away and started walking away and realized that my finger was stuck on that little lip part. So, yeah, that was not fun. Would have been nice if it happened before so I could have shown the doctor, right? But we know sometimes my luck is just not there. Oh, before I forget, so my weight today was 166.6. And so I've come to the conclusion that I may not get down to 150. I know you're thinking, no, Ray, don't say that. You have, what, a year to go? And if you're going to keep consistent with it, you know, maybe you will. But I'm going to tell you guys, 156 is almost like I dreamt it. I was at 156.3. I know I talk about that all the time. But I mean, you guys come on, I gained like 10 pounds. But I don't know if I mentioned this on the recording, but this is going to sound awkward. But I have the symptoms of people that I know when they're pregnant. And so the cravings kind of were there. And then weight gain. So yeah, it's increasing. It actually has a name. Right, I don't even know how to say it. I can spell it C-O-U-V-A-D-E, COVID, I don't know how you say it, syndrome. And they said, oh, it's like usually the guy or a family member or close friend, right? And it said that it's not mental or anything like that. It's not an illness, and the only known cure for it is birth. But usually when I find out who it is, it stops. The thing is, a lot of people have been pregnant back to back that I know. And so it's been ongoing. I get nauseous, all that type of stuff, all of it. And so, yeah, sadly to say, even if, I don't know how to say that, but let's just say the pregnancy doesn't go too well. I can tell with that too. So I don't think I've ever mentioned that, and I know that sounds awkward, but I'm telling you the truth. A lot of people that know me will say, no, no, no. And I'm accurate. I'm accurate on the amount of months. I can tell people how far along they are. I just can't tell them what they're having. Okay, so, and I might as well say if they lost a baby, which is very sad. But I feel all of that. So, it's increasing over time. The symptoms, things like that, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, probably make myself sound completely crazy now. But some of my friends are like, no, because that happens usually to the guy that has whatever, and or significant other, whatever. And so most of my friends are just like, well, everyone's like, no, that's not. And what would that be? Abnormal thing, right? Unnormal, that's a word. So yeah, let's do a time check. Let's get some water going. As you can hear, I can barely breathe. So I'm going to tell you, no matter how much I sip this water, it doesn't help. All it helps is with the hydration. I'm trying to slow my breathing, but sometimes I'll practice a little bit, knowing that I'm going to record in a couple of days. So we're at, I saw the word speed over here. I was going to read the time as the speed. We're at 8 minutes and 50 seconds. And, oh, that's right. I don't read the distance and the, what do you call that? The calories until the end. I used to do that as part of the thing, but I don't do that anymore. Okay, so in Vegas, I'm happy because I got to see my family. We were only supposed to be there for a couple days, but we were there for a week. And we ate, well, we didn't eat at. We ordered to-go food, takeout, however you would say it, from Jacky Chan Chinese and food restaurant. And I have to say, I liked it. I liked the prices. I had the garlic chicken. Usually something with the chili next to it means it's spicy, but it really wasn't. I don't even remember it having like a little kick to it. But just in case I'm remembering wrong, it might be a tad bit spicy. Not a lot. And I had the lo mein noodles. They have a lot on their menu, and they have family meals as well. And I saw, I think it was like 2 entrees, 2 wontons, 2 sides, stuff like that. And it was like 38 bucks for all that food. And there's more on the list. I'm just not listening at all because I don't remember. But when you walk in, the menu is up on the wall and it's huge. And then they also have it like on the counters as well. But I like that the menu was right there. Everything was easy to read. And so the only thing, honestly, that I didn't like about it was, I don't know how you can cook chicken and make it chewy. I have no clue how that's even possible, but I prefer, I would say like shredded chicken. Chicken that you cook in a crock pot. You guys know I don't like that. I don't like bristle. It's very rare that I cook, but if I do, I cut that all off. I don't care if it's a steak, everything. I can't. Because especially I hate like when you're sitting there eating with somebody and you bite onto that part of the meat and you couldn't tell that's what it was. That's the worst time ever, right? Because what do? I mean, you're not sitting there by yourself. And I'm not saying you're gonna spit it out across the room, but it is kind of gross even if you like put it on the napkin, right? So I hate when that happens because I don't want to swallow it. And it, honestly, it wasn't that it had fat and gristle on it. It's just that it was chewy. So that's the only thing that I didn't like about it. Their pot stickers though, oh my gosh, you guys. They are pork pot stickers, but I bit into one and the pork was cooked the way I wish they would cook their chicken. It was more, I don't want to say like grilled, but I didn't see anything on it, no fat, no nothing. I don't know if it was squares cut, but I don't know how to explain it. Like it wasn't, I don't want to say dry, but I guess it would have to be to be able to pull it apart like that, right? So, but it was inside the pot sticker, and I didn't use the sauce. Usually it's like soy sauce or something. I dipped it in my garlic sauce, but I really liked them. And I remember I only ate 2. So yeah, I was trying to get past the fact that the chicken was chewy, and I couldn't, I had to take a break. So it was supposed to be leftovers the next morning, and no. I thought it might not be a good idea. So yeah, of course we went to Bootleggers. You guys know that's an Italian restaurant, it's family owned. I don't think I mentioned last time, when I did talk about it, I had the piccata. It's a lemon sauce, and it has capers on there. Now I'm gonna tell you, there's also Alfredo sauce. So the way the dish, I guess, usually comes, whether it's on the lunch menu, and I think it's called something different on the lunch menu. Okay, just look at the description because the name's different, slightly. The noodles are on the other part of the plate with Alfredo sauce, but you guys know Alfredo sauce, or Alfredo cheese, I should say, is one of the cheeses I can't eat anymore. So, I don't get it on there. Plus, I thought Alfredo sauce and a lemon sauce, I didn't think will go very well together anyway. And from what I remember the waitress telling us is that the piccata is the lemon sauce. So what I do is I tell them no Alfredo sauce. They're gonna ask you what sauce do you want? Do you want a meat sauce? you know, or it just so happens this time the waitress mentioned, or do you want the piccata sauce that's over the chicken over your whole dish? And then it was explained that it's lemon sauce. So I didn't find that out until this time. And I told the waitress, I said, you know, no wonder that guy was looking at me like that. And he was asking, like, what sauce do you want to replace it with? Because, I mean, I was aware the lemon was a sauce. I didn't know that the piccata was the lemon sauce. I thought that was just part of the name. I didn't even think to ask. And so if I had known, I just would have told him to put the piccata lemon sauce over the whole dish. And the capers are good too. I like them. They're a little sour if you never had them. But supposedly they're like really healthy. So that's my go-to. I haven't had raviolis there. I haven't had spaghetti there. I get the same thing, and they come out with this basket of bread. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of, I think it's the Parmesan garlic bites from Domino's. But I would have to say, I don't want to say it tastes better because I really like the ones from Domino's. So you guys, if you want to try bootleggers and eat there, let me know what do you think. If you've had the garlic Parmesan bread from Domino's and then you eat the bread from bootleggers, which one do you like more? Okay, let me know in the comment box below. Let's see here, time check. And uh-oh, I'm halfway through my water. Okay, so I'm gonna take a guess. We're not even at 15 minutes yet. Maybe 15 minutes, 55 seconds. I think I was telling you guys one time that I'm getting pretty good at knowing about how long I've been walking, whether I record or not. So yeah, it was fun. I'm trying to think if we do anything new in Vegas. I don't think we did. We have to go to Chili's. My favorite one that I've eaten at anywhere is the one in the South Premium Outlets. Okay, it's in the parking lot. That's the best Chili's I've eaten at. But I'm gonna have to tell you, the food is gonna take a long time to get. I'm pretty sure I gave you fair warning before, but I have a lot of walking talks, so the food takes a long time, but it's worth it. And I like the fact that it's consistent. It's not just with like the sauces, let's say the ribs, or the, what's that called? The honey chipotle crispers, right? The chicken strips. Obviously the sauce doesn't taste the same because the sauce is the same, but the consistency of how well the food is cooked is also what's important to me. And they're very, I keep using the word consistent because I can't think of another word. And my head's getting hot. This beanie might come off. As a matter of fact, there is one mic. Yes, it's hot. And you're supposed to kind of keep your body temperature, but then my hair will start to sweat, and I just put that Bio Silk serum in it this morning. I'm probably gonna have to put more. And I know you're probably gonna tell me, oh, LaRae, that's why you started to sniffle, so you should have kept it on, and just went with it. But couldn't take the heat. It was like being under one of those plug-in blankets or something. So it was over here getting hot, and I was like, I can't do it. So yeah, letting that cold air hit it is probably not a good idea, but I should be okay. So yeah, we have that, and then you guys know I like the Presidente. They have the wild berry, they have the strawberry, I think mango, and a blackberry, I think. And so they're out of wild berry, so I have the berry. I like it because you get a cup, they put ice in it. Usually I don't like the ice, but I forget to tell them. And the little blue cup is about 3 or 4 drinks in there, especially by the time the ice melts and starts to become water. So yeah, or liquefied water, I guess I should say. So of course we had to eat there. And then we watched the game. We watched several games. One of them I think we watched in our room. The other one we went down to the South Point and we watched the Niners and the Packers. Very close game, right? So we did that. Of course I had to go to the gift store in the South Point. I tried the pepper beef jerky, the one I get from Walmart here. And it didn't make my stomach hurt like it does here, but I think it did a little bit. A mixture of that and whatever else I ate that day. So I didn't even finish the bag this time. Usually I can finish the bag in a couple of days, and I know it's not good, or in like a day if I'm watching like a movie or something. So I know that your body has to process all that meat and stuff like that. So half the bag is literally still in our kitchen. But I finally got the teddy bear. He's so cute. And it says, somebody that loves me very much went to Las Vegas and got me this teddy bear. So I had to get it. I couldn't pass it up. And the store is pretty interesting. They have plates, they have cups. I mean like glass. And then cups, I guess we call it thermos, right? And so just go in there and check it out. And I found out something interesting. So that store is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Apparently they don't close. Okay, so I think I mentioned the store before, the gift store, souvenir shop, whatever you want to call it, in South Point. But I don't think that I mentioned that before because I don't think I knew. Okay, so when you go in, if you come in from the furthest end of the hotel, where you're closer to the street, that's LaRae's. Yeah, it's in between the Grandview and South Point. If you're coming from that end, then when you walk in, you have to walk past the buffet. Okay, so you're gonna be walking for a little bit. And I think once you get past the buffet, you should turn. Hopefully you'll see signs before, okay? So if you don't feel like searching for it, just ask where it is. Hopefully there's not more than one because the South Point is huge. Okay, so I know I talked about Vegas a little bit more than what I wanted to, but just a couple of things I was remembering that I didn't mention before. And you guys, I did not gamble. I took gambling money, and it all came home. I've said it before. If I spend money on something, I want to be holding what I spent it on, or see it in the mail, right? Good thing I put that up higher. I would have knocked my glasses into my face. But yeah, so I have to have something. And I just could not put it into the slot machines this time. I just couldn't do it. So I'm happy about that. I really didn't want to spend it. And I didn't actually, except for the teddy bear, I don't think get any other souvenirs. I mean, I've been there so many times. But what I did do was, of course, I had to go to Macy's. We went to the one downtown, or I don't know if that's downtown or on the strip, or whatever you will call it, and really, it felt like something was calling my eye. It was weird. But yeah, so we went there. No, I was gonna say, I don't know if that's a fashion show mall. I'm not sure. They have so many. I just know that it's off of Las Vegas Boulevard, the mall, the Macy's that I went to. And I saw different boots. What I was looking for was, okay, so I don't think I've shown you guys the boots I got that had the bunnies on them. And I think I may have described it in one of my walk and talks. I might have talked about it when I was doing my nails in one of those videos. But I don't think I actually showed it to you guys, so I made it short, and it's up there now. But the boots you're gonna see are Guess boots. And the Macy's in Vegas, I think there's at least two, there might be three. None of them had the boots in black in stock. So I had to order them online. And I wanted them because the strap Velcros. And so I was able to take the little bunny off of the boots I couldn't fit from AliExpress and just put him right under the strap. So I improvised. And it came out super cute. Okay, I had a family member tell me that it adds character, and it doesn't. I really, really like it. So check out my shorts, like 30 seconds. But that was my alternative. And then I thought, I don't know if I'm gonna sell the boots because they're new. I can't wear them because, like I said, I can't fit them. So, seeing as how I don't need the laces, if I do sell the boots, I'll sell the laces with them. And I'll let you guys know. I don't like dealing with eBay, but that's probably where I would sell it. I don't want to start a store on YouTube. That would just be something else to learn how to use. And I'm more familiar with eBay, so Yeah, the boots were like 17 bucks, and then the shipping was 16, I think. So then I got the bunnies out of it, and they aren't sold separately on AliExpress or anywhere for that matter. You know, I did research. I thought, well, yeah, you're up 36 bucks, but you got the bunnies. And then the cool thing is, because the straps are Velcro, I can just wear the boots with them or without them. So I kind of get like a 2-for-1. Okay, so let me tell you what I did. I always talk to you guys about discounts, so we're gonna go into that, but let's do a time check because I wanna make sure I can go through and explain this process. Okay, so we are at 25 minutes even, so we should have time. Okay, so with Macy's, you know it's one of my favorite stores. I always say, especially if it has a discount code, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think Macy's is kind of expensive otherwise, and my platinum status is gone. I'm not gonna spend $1,200 to $1,500 every 2 years to keep my status. So I'm back down to like bronze, silver, something, I can't remember. But I'm at like the lower tier. And Macy's says price match. Okay, so, or I should say price matches. So they price match their prices online and vice versa. Okay, so if you use a, let's just say, I don't know, a Discover card, I'm not sure if they can see your purchase on your account. Obviously not on your Macy's credit card, because if you didn't use it, obviously they're not going to see it there. But if you have a Macy's credit card, especially if you have the one with the American Express logo on there, whatever that is, my eye is, there it goes again. Give me a second, you guys. I have to attempt to get whatever I think that is out. I have no clue. Okay, but anyway, so they also price match, I believe it's Dillard's, Bloomingdale's, I don't know if it's Saks, Fifth, Neiman Marcus, their online prices as well. And I don't know about their in-store prices. Okay, but we'll just focus on them price matching their own prices. Okay, like I said, I believe it's interchangeable. So in-store will price match online. Online will price match if there was a price in-store like a sale. But let's do with, let's say, well, either way. Okay, I'm gonna use online, but it should work in-store as well. If you purchase an item on Macy's online, the sale has to happen within 10 days of the purchase. Okay, and here's the cool thing. If it goes on sale again within that 10 days, you can have them do a price adjustment again. Okay, a price match is what you want to ask for, like I said, and they'll price match it to the new sales price. Okay, so I made the mistake of seeing the boots and saying, you know what, maybe I'll go with these, I don't know, but I like Guess clothes anyway, and the purse and stuff like that, so I waited. It was an online sale, it was only for 1 day, I shouldn't have waited. Okay, it was like 50 to 70% off. And so in store, they told me if it was an online only, but if it was for 1 day, then once the sale passes, they could not do the price match. Okay, so the sale cannot say that it's a 1 day sale. Okay, so that was something new that I learned. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they said in store. So I found that out. But they didn't have the black ones in store anyway, like I said. So I waited and I watched. And every day after I ordered the boots online, of course I went to Rakuten, because at that point they're regular price. So I knew I would get cash back for making a Macy's purchase through Rakuten. Of course, I activated the CapitalOneShopping.com cashback. Remember I told you guys in my 2 tutorials how to get that extension up there, that S, if it's not up there, so go watch those videos. Because if it doesn't say, hey, you have cash back, there's codes, you click that S. Okay, so I have a full tutorial and I have a quick tutorial on how to combine those two. Okay, so I thought, that's all good. It was not on my computer or laptop, so the cashback for Capital One Shopping went to my husband. Okay, so his account. But I said, fine, pay the $99, pay the tax, I get free shipping, I'll get cash back from Rakuten, the cash back for Capital One will go into his account, everything's fine. And I'm going to watch the sale. Apparently, those boots were not on sale in that one day online only sale. So they checked and they said, the boots have only been on sale one time. And I don't even think it was this year, right? So I said, oh, okay, so I guess they weren't. But they told me, watch, you have until the 30th. So like I said, every day I went in and looked. You guys, they had a flash sale. And I don't think it said like online only or anything like that. But it took it down to $39.60. So I called them up. Of course, it was within the 10 days because, I mean, it's not even the 30th today, right? And that was yesterday, the day before I called them, and they did the price match. And they also will price adjust on the taxes as well. Okay, so my total price adjustment for the price match was like 56 bucks and some change. And where you see that is on your credit card. Now, with Rakuten, I think they have like 30 days or longer to say, hey, this person shopped online. In store is way faster. Okay, they notify them the same day that you swipe your card, but it has to be in your wallet, and you have to activate the in-store cashback in Rakuten. Don't forget to do that. And if you add a new card, go back to in-store and reactivate the coupon. Those are reusable coupons on the in-store page. Okay, and what it'll do is it'll just add in the other card. Before, it would just relink all your cards. Now, I guess they made it to where it has the memory of, say you had 7 and you added one that made 8. So when you go back, it'll say add 1 card and the other cards are still added. Okay, so that's something new that they started doing for in-store cashback. But like I said, I did this online. So I thought, okay, well, you got this price match. But I said, well, it goes off the subtotal, right? And I thought it wasn't a refund, in a sense, in a way. And it wasn't a return. If you return the item, you lose cash back, obviously, for both sites. I told you, Capital One Shopping, be careful because they'll get notification that you returned your item. They'll keep the credit there once it posts. Then you'll make your gift card, your e-gift card for Walmart, wherever. And then later on, like months later, they'll say, hey, you owe us this amount, or like your account is negative, like $5, right? And you're thinking, when you got notified that I returned the item, why didn't you deduct it from my total? So I wouldn't even have added it in. So now I have to remember, I have an order. I returned everything on that order to Macy's. And so I had to write it down and say, okay, subtract that when I make the gift card for Capital One Shopping. But it's gonna be a while, I'm gonna let it add up. And then that way, they can't say my account's in the negative. So, yes, I got the price match. Then I said, okay, you know what, it's been 7 days. I know they have 30 days or whatever for Rakuten. I'm gonna go in, you go to help, missing cash back. It'll have you click the box, I'm not a robot or whatever. If you're on your phone, I think on the computer it doesn't make you do it. And then you go through the boxes. Which store was it? Was it online or in store? In my case, online. What was the date of the purchase? What was the order number? And what was the subtotal? Okay, I think they've kind of gotten away from making people copy their order confirmation email in that big box. Okay, so there is no big box sometimes, most of the time now. And so they do one of two things. They give you the cash back and say, okay, well, we'll go ahead and give you your cash back. They have not reported the order to us yet, but happy shopping. Or they'll say, we will investigate and we'll let you know. Then they email whatever email is linked to your account, and then they tell you one of two things. Hey, we gave you the cash back, or that item was not underneath a category that earns cash back. So I said, well, on one hand, I got the price adjustment. On the other hand, I thought, wasn't a refund per se. It was more like a credit. So what do I do? Do I put the subtotal of $99? Do I put the subtotal of $39.60? Well, I figured, I said, you know what? When I placed the order, it was $99 on my credit card. I got charged that. I said, so I'll put $99 and see what happens. So as it stands right now, I'm gonna wait and see. Are they gonna be like, well, they said that your order total was only X amount of dollars, or are they gonna leave it? Okay, because I went through the whole thing. I didn't use a coupon. I didn't have Star Money yet. If you use Star Money, you still get the cash back for Macy's for Rakuten anyway. Coupons are a little tricky because they think, okay, we already got a discount, so why give you cash back? Before it didn't matter. So you combine all of them, the cash back of Rakuten and the coupon on Macy's, which you still can do, and the Star Money. But I'm saying that before, it didn't affect your cash back from Rakuten. So we'll wait and see. But I got another $7.52 in cash back off of that $99. So I don't know what my husband got in his Capital One shopping account, but that drops the boost down to about, what, 30 bucks? Probably less than $30 before taxes. Okay, so we'll find out. I know returns, you lose the cash back of Rakuten. I don't think it went as a refund because I didn't return it. So that's why I went with the original subtotal. Plus, at that time, I had to wait, I think it was like 24 or 48 hours for the price adjustment to go through anyway. So at the time when I did it, at that point, I still had paid a subtotal of $99 anyway. So maybe they'll just leave it. Time, we're probably at 40 minutes. No, okay, we're close, we're good. But 36 minutes, 50 seconds. So yes, the main thing to keep in mind is that Macy's does a price match within 10 days of your online order, and I believe also your in-store. And they don't just price match themselves, but if you saw the price at Macy's, it just makes it so much easier. Or if you saw it online. And yes, in-store, if you say you saw it online, then they can price match it. Okay, so just keep in mind, I think it was, like I said, I don't think online only was gonna stop them. I think, oh, that's what it was. Okay, so in store, when we went to the Macy's, what they told me was this. It wasn't the fact that it was online only. It wasn't the fact that it was for one day. It was the fact that it was the next day. Okay, so being that it was the next day is why they weren't going to be able to do the price match. Okay, but if I had went on the day of the one day only, online only sale, then they would have given it to me in store. But it has to be the same day. Of course, you know they can order for you, but I told them I don't live in Vegas. And they said, well, that's okay. But I said, oh no, I have some more cash back I want to get. And they smiled, they said, okay, of course I'm not going to miss it, right? And I have yet to find out if you can combine anything else. If you use Honey, if you're going to ask me, okay, LaRae's, so can you use Rakuten, CapitalOneShopping.com, and Honey? I don't know. I just know you can combine the two. Okay, and you don't lose out on anything else. And don't forget, you get your points, miles, cash back from your credit card as well. So I told you guys all the time, stack your cash back and your discounts. It's doable. It's legal, I guess if you want to say. It doesn't break any policies. So that's what I did. And then I got to make them really cute by adding the bunny on there to give them a little flair. If I want to take them off, I can. And they're comfortable. If you're wondering, if you see my short, the Guess boots, I like them. And you know, hands down, that I always advise to try Hanes all-foot cushion socks. Okay, you get them from Walmart. They come 6 in the pack. I told you they come in the cruise size. They come in the ankle size. And they just are a really nice cushion without having to worry about, do I have to order a half size up because, you know, I put some type of gel insole on my shoe, right? I mean, you're gonna wear the socks anyway. So that's my go-to for getting that extra added cushion. And it was nice. There's a little bit of cushioning in the boot itself. So the combination of the two made me happy. And they are super cute, okay? The tan was okay. I usually don't like pebble leather. I don't like that, the bumpy look of the leather, but they're cute. And then they come in a suede, I think, too, but I think the suede is in tan. Okay, so you might see tan pebble leather in store, tan suede and black online. And then you can just pick from there. Now, we are at 40 minutes, 35 seconds. We're at, let's see, 1.49 for distance, 160 calories. I'm going to go ahead and push stop. And while this is stopping, let me go ahead and quickly go over these notes. Okay, because, let's see, day 344 was January 14th. I did walk. I walked on day 345. I walked on day 340. No. Starting on day 346, which is January 16th, 2024, which is a Tuesday. That's when we left. Okay, so I marked day 250, October 12th, which was 2023, which was a Thursday. Walked 2 for that day. Day 347, January 17th, got marked same day. Day 250, I did like 8 walks. And when I just kept going, kept walking. Plus, I wanted to see what would happen if I just kept walking on my treadmill, if it was going to start over at 00 when I got up to what would be 100 minutes, and it did. Okay, so I thought I'm not going to stop it. I'm not recording that day. It was a Thursday, and I just had my charger out here, and I just walked straight through and just watched stuff on my phone, I think. Okay, so day 348, I marked walk 4. Remember, this is still day 250, October 12th. And then day 349, I marked walk 5. Day 350, I marked walk 6. Day 351, I marked walk 7. And then day 352, I marked, let's see here, walk 8. That covered all the extra walks I did on day 250 on that Thursday in October. And then day 353, which was January 23rd, I marked day 251, which was October 13th. Okay, and it was walk 2. I believe there's a third walk in that day. Okay, so I believe what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go check, okay, to double check and make sure. I think I had already stopped recording every single day. Okay, so normally those days I listed, you could go and look and see the video for that day that I already created and the walk I already did for that day. But so far as I remember, from when I saw my notes, I had already stopped recording every day. Okay, so if I'm wrong, I will actually go check, because once I saw my notes, I didn't even go bother to look, but I'm gonna double check and make sure. And then I'll let you guys know the next time I record if there are actually walks and videos for that day. Okay, but I'm gonna get out of here because we're always busy. We have a bit of a drive, and so I gotta get ready. But you guys, thank you for watching, and I hope, like I said, your workout, your walk is going well. Your, I don't know, crunches, if you're trying protein shakes, whatever you're trying to do to stay healthy, stay fit, if you go jogging, if you go running, if you kayak, all this stuff like that. Ooh, I hope you're safe with that. Okay, me in the water, But if that's what you do, I really hope that, you know, you have fun and that you're safe and stuff like that and nothing happens. And that you guys get the results you're looking for. So you guys have a great day. As always, stay safe. Bye.